Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and another What's for Dinner video. I am excited to share a few of these meals with you. One of them is one I've never tried before, so it'll be new to me too, but I'll let you know how I like it. Hope that you enjoy this video and let's get cooking. Okay, so for the first dish that I'm going to be making, it's called Beefy Potato Bake, and I actually saw this on Janet's page, so I'm going to link her down below. Her YouTube channel is called Janet's Ways, and she made this and it looked so good I had to try it myself. So I just browned some ground chicken. I only used a ½ pound. You can use a pound. The recipe calls for a pound, but it was only Marion and I, so I only used a ½ pound. And then I added a can of cream of mushroom soup, a packet of brown gravy, and about 3/4 of a cup of milk. And then I actually had to buy a mandolin for this, and I was able to slice my potatoes really thin, and I think that's key in this recipe. So I washed and peeled 2 large russet potatoes, and now I'm adding half of my beef mixture over that in a greased casserole dish, and then I added about a ½ cup of cheddar cheese on top of that, and then I'm just going to layer the rest of the potatoes on top and repeat the whole layer again before I stick this in the oven. So like I said, make sure to check out Janet's channel down below. She made this very similar. Hers did look a little different. Mine was a little bit soupier. I think I added a little more milk than her, or maybe it was because I added less meat to mine, but oh my goodness, this was so delicious. So I cooked this at 400 degrees covered for about 1 hour, and the potatoes were perfectly tender, and let me tell you, we devoured this. In fact, we ate the whole thing, Marion and I, that night. I mean, seriously, the entire thing. It was so good. So thank you, Janet, for sharing this. I know it doesn't look too appetizing here, but you guys, you have to try this. The flavor with the mushroom soup and the brown gravy mixed together, oh my gosh, it is so savory and delicious. So I hope that you try this one out. It was a great one. Okay, so tonight I'm going to be making quesadillas, and this is just some onion and a Roma tomato sliced up and fried within a little bit of oil. This is some steak strips that I cut up from Marion. He's going to have steak fajitas. I'm just going to have beef fajitas. So I added some tomato and onion to this pan, and then in this one I added the beef. And then I'm actually going to make just cheese quesadillas for Jackson. I kind of do them made to order. So I have like an assembly line here with the steak and then the ground beef, and then I have some cheddar cheese and some pepper jack cheese and some buttered tortillas, and I've got them all buttered and ready. And then I have these carb balanced tortillas for me. And I bought this tortilla maker at Goodwill a while back, and you do not have to use one of these. They're super easy to make on the stove, but when you make them in this, you don't have to flip them, so I love to use this. It's super easy. Plug it in. It's non-stick. You can see I'd already made 1 or 2, but I just put the buttered side down of the tortilla, and this was Jackson's with just some cheddar cheese. It's super simple, just like a grilled cheese with tortillas, but so delicious. And of course, you can put anything you want inside of them. A few minutes later, there it is, perfectly browned and so good, and that cheese just comes right off of that, so I love that. Now I am going to be making one of Marion's, so I just added a bunch of steak and vegetables to his. I usually put green pepper in this also, but I didn't have any tonight. And then I added pepper jack cheese, and you have to kind of close it hard to when it's thick like that, but there's his, and it looks amazing. How yummy do those look? These were so good. I love quesadillas, but if you watch my channel, you know I love Mexican food. I've always got to, at least one night a week, I have to make Mexican food. So quesadillas is dinner tonight. Okay, so tonight is Jackson's birthday dinner, so I thought that I would go ahead and film and show you what I'm making. I am right now making some homemade mac and cheese. I just took 2 eggs and a can of evaporated milk, and then I'm going to add some salt and pepper, and I'm going to mix this together, and I'm going to pour this over my pasta, which I've actually already cooked on the stove. So this is one 16-ounce package plus about a fourth of another package of pasta cooked and drained, and I put it in a sprayed 9x13 dish, and I probably added equivalent of about a half a stick of butter, and I let that melt into the pasta before I poured the other stuff over the top. You could mix this together in a large bowl, but I didn't want to dirty up another bowl, so I just added it in here and mixed it up really good. Now I'm going to take about 2 cups of cheddar cheese that I have already shredded, and I'm going to mix most of it into the mac and cheese, but I am reserving a little bit for the top once I get it all mixed in. Alright, so this is ready to go in the oven at 375 for about 40-45 minutes, and there it is, finished with pepper on top, of course, and it is amazing. And we had that along with some deviled eggs, and I'm just showing you how I peel them under running water, cold water, over a colander. It just makes peeling them a lot easier, and when I'm making deviled eggs, I don't want the eggs to get torn up. So this, when you're not rushing, I was kind of rushing this night, but when you're not rushing, this makes the eggs perfectly peeled. So that's how I like to do it. So I'm just going to show you how I make my deviled eggs. It's very simple. There's no big secret. I just mix mayonnaise, mustard, relish, and salt and pepper. And I don't measure. I just kind of see how many egg yolks I have, and then I add it in. You can always add more, so don't add too much at the beginning. But I do just mash them up into smaller crumbles, and then I add mustard, relish, mayonnaise, and salt and pepper. And I don't eat these, so I never know if I've added enough, but everybody told me they were delicious, so I will take their word for it. And now an easy way to actually put them into the eggs is to put them into a baggie and snip the end off and just pipe them in. That just makes it a lot neater than if you used a spoon to put it in. Now I'm just adding paprika on the top, and these are ready to eat. I also made some roasted red potatoes. I just diced up some smaller red potatoes, mixed it with some oil and a pack of onion soup mix, and put those in the oven with the mac and cheese for about an hour. And then I put some chicken breasts in my crock pot with barbecue sauce. We shredded that up, and everyone ate that on buns. I did not, because clearly my plate has plenty of carbs on it already, but that is our little Minecraft plates. We had a Minecraft birthday party, and that was our dinner. And like I said, I don't eat the eggs, but everyone else loved them. So that was dinner this night. On this night, we are going to have some barbecue chicken croissants and a BLT salad. So I'm just browning some chicken tenderloins in a little bit of oil and some turkey bacon on the stove. After the chicken was cooked through, I removed it and chopped it up in smaller pieces, and then returned it back to the stove to cook a little bit more. And then I turned the oven off or the stove off, and added a half of a jar of sweet honey barbecue sauce. This is just a super easy mixture that you can put inside of croissants. I've shown other cooking videos where I've added different things, but croissants or crescent rolls are super versatile. So I just sprayed a cookie sheet with cooking spray, and I had already opened these packages because your hands get slimy once you start, so you need to have all your packages open. And then I just unroll these crescent rolls, and I lay them around my pan so that I can fill them up and then roll them up to bake. So I'm just putting about one heaping teaspoon of chicken and barbecue in each of these, and then I'm going to roll them up and pop them in the oven. This is something that this is one of Jackson's favorite meals. For some reason, I don't really eat these, but he loves them, and so sometimes I'll make a big batch and just store them in the refrigerator, and he'll eat on them for a few days. He absolutely loves them, and they are super easy to make. And as you can see, they're not the neatest, prettiest little things, but they're super good. So if I was making these for like a special occasion, I would take a little bit more time, but they taste amazing. Doesn't matter what they look like, and when they bake up, they don't look so bad. So those are the croissant rolls, and now I'm going to start on the salad. So it's just bacon, lettuce, and tomatoes. So I'm just dicing up a Roma tomato here, and then I'm going to show you my salad. So lately I've just been buying these iceberg salad bags. They're less than $1 at Walmart and so convenient. And let's talk about how cute these bowls are too. I got them for 50 cents at Walmart. I love them, they're so cute. So I just added the lettuce and the tomato, and then this is my turkey bacon that I browned up earlier, and I just chopped that in kind of big pieces and sprinkled it over the top, and it was so good. This was so good and so easy and so good for you. So this is Marion's plate. He had the croissants and the salad with some blue cheese dressing and of course pepper on top, and he loved it. And I decided to just have a nice big salad for myself, and I don't like blue cheese, I like ranch. So there is my salad, and that is dinner tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you liked this. I hope it gave you some ideas, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.